Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Casey Knight, and welcome to your October 2022 energy interpretation. I don't even call these updates because it's me taking the energetic feel of what I perceive coming up to be specifically for the group of people who are way showers, light leaders. They're often coaches, teachers, healers, people that feel like they are here to be an anchor of new energy on earth and to really be part of this rebirth of humanity, of our society, and they're here to be the change that they wish to be. So please take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. But the energy of like October is feeling like poetry to me, but also interpretive dance. So what came through was very much more of that polarity. So sometimes words fail me. So I think I'm going to add in a bit of a light language activation at the end of this so you can feel the tones and the frequencies that I'm pulling through for October. But basically, it's about stepping out of the disempowered victimhood that we have been in and really rising into our main character energy. And the empowered victim has been a really important place for a lot of us to be, but we were allowing our circumstances to dictate how we were showing up, which I mean, of course, because that is something that we just do when we're little, right? We don't have full control. We don't have the ability to completely navigate our circumstances under our own authority and sovereignty. And so this is something that we grow into. And the last couple years have been such a training ground for people to really step out of the normal, everyday, just go along with what everybody says and really tap into their own divine authority that is connected to their alignment with their heart, with their soul, with their body, with their mind, all aligned. And we are really given this opportunity right now to rise into this next level of embodiment, of possibility and creation power. So this is really exciting to me. I've gone through my own personal metamorphosis like several times over the last few years. And I've spoken into how sometimes it feels like we're evolving so fast that it's hard to keep up with and that there's no stable ground. But the point of all of this has been to create your own internal stability and amplify your unfuckwithableness. Okay? It's not really a word, but you know what I mean. When you are so aligned and you are so strong that the outer circumstances don't matter, you have this internal compass. You have your own ability to be in alignment with your soul frequency, to know what is true for you doesn't have to be true for other people. You're allowing others to have their journey, and you're not in resistance to that fact anymore. People are going to have different experiences. We're still playing out all of the polarities on the planet right now. So there are wildly variant experiences. Some people are experiencing the cosmic light that's incoming right now as blissful. And for other people, it is hell. It is so overwhelming. But everything that we've been doing over these last few years and of course lifetimes has been the dissolution of everything that we are not. It's this releasing and letting go of the things that other people have programmed into our fields to come back into our own center and understand who we are as sovereign beings who are self-sovereign, not sovereign over others, right? So to be completely in your power without exerting power over people, but rather being an example of what is possible. And so the poetry that came through for me that very much felt like interpretive dance, I will read to you so you can really hear my codes with this. But it was, I guess this poem is entitled October Energy. is main character energy. Veils dance, but no longer separate, which can be blissful or confusion. Unexpected challenges get turned into dance moves by those who have been training for this their entire lives. At first glance, there are things that will not make sense. They are falling apart, but those things are creating space for the light to shine through. Right? It's all happening for you. So what's next? Expect the unexpected, because we are rewriting all of the stories. Are you starring in your own story, embodying main character energy, or letting someone else tell the tale and set the tone? This is about the expansion of your most radiant self. Seeing the beauty in the chaos and the dissolution of the old. These are all opportunities to become unfuckwithable. You must be your own emotional safety and support, the parent to your own inner divine child, so that they feel safe enough to express their essence. This focus expands your own personal divinity and power, the light within you. We become stillness in chaos. We waited for these times. They're here now. The problems, they are your greatest opportunities. And your capacity to work with the energy in flow rather than be in resistance is your golden ticket. So accepting what is and dropping the resistance so that you can rewrite the outcome is how we move from predictability into the field of magic. The polarities are going to continue to baffle either side. We're moving from chaos to calm, resistance, and stagnation into flow, from recklessness to confidence, and from certainty all the way into faith, from carbon to crystal. All of this is to be said that it's part of our luminous evolution, which is coming through so strongly for myself personally right now. I have rebranded my business to Luminous Evolution from Joy Evolution, because this new energy is about that radiant light being expressed in that beautifully empowering, self-sovereign way that creates for you what I call and teach about this sparkle field. The sparkle field kind of acts like a shield, but without that same intention. The sparkle field is where you are so freaking radiant and your energy body is vibing at such a fast frequency, such a high frequency, that it's just moving so fast that stuff can't stick to you, right? It rolls off of you. It just cannot land. So other people's circuses and monkeys don't get in your field the same way, right? Now, of course, we're not going to be in that high vibration all of the time. We are embodied humans, divinity in form. So we still have feelings and human experiences. And this is not to spiritually bypass the emotions and the feelings that feel really dense. The role of reparenting ourselves is to give ourselves absolutely everything we need as we're moving through that heaviness, that density, the sadness, the grief, the rage, the sorrow, and actually feel them and give ourselves all of the love and all of the compassion that we need to be able to move through them. And from that to the other side, we emerge again even more fully expressed, right? And it means that inner child felt safe enough to feel the feelings. And like all kids, feel the feelings, and then they go play, and then they're good. They don't stuff them down. So we feel everything, but then we allow it to be that rocket ship for us to rise again. There's also the pieces that we talked about in September that were really about creating foundational practices to get into alignment and really practice coming into those bandwidths of infinite possibility and gratitude and joy and love more and more and more. But by cultivating the routines, the rhythms, the schedules, the self-care and devotion to our frequency, our service, and ourselves first and foremost, so that we can be of greater service. And all of this has been compounding into us being able to express more of this main character energy, more of our radiant self, more of our creative essence and power. If you're not feeling that, if you're not in that vibe, this is your opportunity to return to the daily rhythms and practices and look at energy leaks. Where are you leaking out your energies? And are you putting yourself into a space of overflow before you start your day? Or are you starting from a half empty cup? Or does your cup have leaks in it? So no matter how much you fill yourself up, that things are always leaking. The circumstances do affect us because we can be traumatized by them. It is our responsibility to do the healing work for ourselves and resource ourselves with everything that we need. And that means giving it to ourselves to the best of our ability, because no one is going to come and do it for us. We need to make the decision to show up for us first, because if we don't, we will drown. The currents of energy, the light waves, the collective upheavals, they are massive right now, and we will be unable to navigate ourselves in this energy if we do not shore up the leaks and connect into alignment and come back into that space of beautiful frequency of self-sovereignty and abundance and gratitude and joy before you start the day. So this is where your practices come into play. Support yourself, move your body, eat the nourishing foods, do the things that light you up. Is it meditation? Is it movement? Is it dance? Journaling practices, connecting with spirit, ceremony? Is it EFT, tapping, belief repatterning? You've got all of these tools in your toolkit. If you're watching this, I know this is not your first rodeo. This is your reminder to use the tools so that you can be in your main character energy. And if you are not able to, seek support, connect with the field of possibility, the field of abundance, through connecting with others and allowing yourself to be supported, receiving support. Okay, this is essential, because if you are out of balance and you are only giving and you're not receiving, again, you are going to crash, burn, drown. It's not going to be good. It already isn't, right? And as we level up our service, as we level up our capacity to hold space for others, we require even more of this support and alignment from the universe and from ourselves and from others in community. Abundance consciousness, where we're playing in that field of possibilities, is a frequency bandwidth. It is a field of consciousness that we can tap into when we are in overflow. And if you are someone who feels like they're ready to move into more consistent abundance, especially if you are a coach, a healer, a teacher, a spiritual entrepreneur, an intuitive, a light leader, a visionary who's here to make the world a better place with all of your amazing ideas, inventions, ways of supporting and being of service. The abundance consciousness codes are dropping for you. So I want to invite you to come to a free Abundance Codes Masterclass that I am offering starting October 4th inside my Luminous Evolution group. This is where I'm going to be bringing Gaia, the consciousness of this planet, through to work with me to share with you the elemental abundance codes that help us align with and rise into that frequency of abundance and possibility, which truly is about connection with creation. When we are tapped out of that energetic flow, we're tapped out from the infinite abundance available to us on this planet. But when we reconnect and get into alignment and utilize the resources that are available to us, the free ones, they don't even have to cost anything, but the resources of the earth and her elementals and the wisdom contained within, then we're able to rise into that field of abundance and create sustainable prosperity. So if you have been wanting to create this impact, wanting to build a business, but it's inconsistent, or you're just not sure how to get into that abundance place, there are 5 keys and codes. And if you're missing one of these elemental realms or more, then it's just not going to work. So I want to share these codes with you. We're going to talk about infinite abundance, alignment, embodiment, and action in this masterclass. So if you are ready to become the main character, you need the resources to do that, right? To feel supported, to feel empowered, to feel sovereign instead of being at the behest of others. Abundance and prosperity are our birthrights, and they have been withheld from us in this paradigm of scarcity that is artificial. When we actually work with Gaia, she says, when we're in harmony with everything, there is enough for everyone here in a very beautiful way. So she wants to help the light leaders to rise into that frequency field that she actually contains within her. And so the link to join is down below. It's joyevolution.com/abundance masterclass or elemental abundance. Just click the link. I'm not going to reshoot this because I didn't check. I think it's elemental abundance. Click the link. Join me if it resonates for you. But otherwise, please enjoy your time really getting aligned, reparenting yourself through the hard times so that you can rise into that most radiant self that you are here to be and cultivate from September, as we talked about, the discipline, the routines, the rhythms, the structures, the foundations, so you can be an overflow and serve from that place. That is the place where we can connect in with abundance and really embody that main character energy of self-sovereignty so that we can be the freaking magic that we came here to be. I'm Casey Aileen Knight of Luminous Evolution, and I will see you next month, but hopefully also inside the Luminous Evolution Facebook group for the free Abundance Codes Masterclass. All of my love.